We're standing here outside the Javits Center, where the annual auto show is taking place. This event each year is a time when the auto industry comes together to celebrate its achievements, talk about where it's going for the future. Well, we're here to say one thing the auto industry must understand. They have a choice to make. They can either respect the aspirations and needs of the people of the United States and the people of New York City and not do business with the Islamic Republic of Iran, or they can take business with Iran, prop up not only an illegitimate regime, but a violent, abusive regime, the #1 state sponsor of terrorism in the world. But the bottom line is these companies have to make a choice. You can do business with the people of the United States of America, or you can do business with the government of Iran, but you can't do both. And we're particularly focused today on the Nissan Corporation, which has special meaning for all New Yorkers. You know, last night our mayor, Michael Bloomberg, celebrated with Nissan its success in winning a competition that allows it to create the next generation of New York City taxis. It's called a Taxi of Tomorrow. I want to say at the outset, I think this competition was flawed and questionable to begin with. I think a number of important considerations were left out. I have serious questions of whether the competition was handled properly. I'm also deeply disturbed that Nissan has refused to do anything to create jobs in New York City or help our economy. That's not what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about the fact that our mayor was celebrating with Nissan last night. And today, Nissan is in Iran selling its products. In fact, selling products through companies associated with the Iranian military and helping to prop up the Iranian regime no matter how bad its activities. The idea of taking this issue and bringing it to the people of the United States and the people of New York City came to us because the more I learned about what our government was trying to do to force change in Iran and to apply serious economic sanctions, the more it became clear to me that the people have a role to play too. It's not just a matter of governments, it's a matter of the grassroots, it's a matter of consumers. And so we started looking into which companies that we know well were involved in Iran, and we were shocked to find 12 major auto companies combining to sell over 650,000 vehicles in Iran, working with the Iranian government, in fact selling to the Iranian military and, worst of all, to the Islamic Republican Guard, who have been the leading element of Iran's efforts to sponsor terrorism all over the world. Make no mistake, Iranian terrorism and obviously Iran's pursuit of nuclear weapons endanger the security of the entire globe. They are directed exactly, specifically at the United States and its interests. We even have heard recently of Iranian agents considering targets here in New York City for attacks. So no New Yorker should think this is abstract. This affects us. And obviously, nowhere should there be more concern than in the state of Israel, because Iran is so devoted to the destruction of the state of Israel, and we must do everything we can to defend Israel and stop Iran from applying nuclear weapons. Our effort, IranWatchlist.com, will show people in this country exactly which companies are doing business with Iran and what they can do about it. I want to show you two things. First, this one. This is a lovely Volvo sedan, and here is a Volvo truck purchased by the Iranian military. You can see the logo very clearly. You can see the missiles mounted on it. This is at least as troubling. Again, here we are today, Nissan celebrating its success. Here are Nissan vehicles. This one is being used by the Iranian police force. Here's President Ahmadinejad with his personal entourage and his bodyguards in Iran. The logos could not be more clear. So, Nissan has a choice to make. If they want to do business here, they need to get out of Iran and get out of Iran now. And I say to our mayor, Mayor Bloomberg should not allow Nissan to continue with this taxi contract until we have firm binding guarantee that they will no longer do business in Iran. This is the mayor's responsibility to step up now and say, now that we know of their involvement in Iran, all bets are off until they get out of that country. Now it is my honor to bring forward not only a dear friend and someone who I've worked with on many, many issues in the community and of larger national and international significance. I think literally one of the strongest voices in this country in opposition to the terrorist efforts of Iran and in favor of protecting the state of Israel, Assemblyman Dov Hikind.
First, I want to thank the public advocate, Blasio, for dealing with an issue that is absolutely critical to all of us. Iran, under Ahmadinejad, I call him the little Hitler. That's what he is. This is a man who is not only dangerous to the well-being of Israel, a man who talks about destroying a nation of 6 million people, but he is dangerous to the United States, he is dangerous to Europe, and Nissan cannot be permitted to sell any of its vehicles to Iran. Not 7,500 and not one single vehicle. By the way, we're talking here about $250 million worth of business. I tell Nissan, you can't be a little pregnant. You can't do that. Well, we're not doing all that much. That is ridiculous. The United States government, the Obama administration, is making serious efforts to deal with this country that is developing nuclear weapons. I drive a Nissan for the past 15 years. I enjoy my Nissan. I would hate to have to change. And this is a good reason. This is an issue of morality. This is an issue of justice. This is an issue of protecting human life. So I say to Nissan, $250 million, 7,500 vehicles being used by the military. And we know what the military does. They kill civilians. They kill Iranian civilians. That's what they do. How dare Nissan not end the total sales to Iran? That must happen. We're just getting started here. We're going to demonstrate out of Nissan, wherever they sell cars. We hope that they will see that this is not a just thing to do. When you sell those vehicles to Iran, you are supporting tyranny. You are supporting Ahmadinejad. It is as clear as that. Nissan, stop your sales to Iran. Period.
Thank you very much, Dov.